Hey, how's it going, everybody? Cool Colas here again, bringing to you the hustler's perspective. Hope everybody's having a good Monday today. So, we're going to finally get into some of the topics that I was kind of telling you all about before in the introduction. So, today, what I want to discuss with you all is why you need a side hustle in 2017. So, to kind of break it down for you guys, the first thing I want to talk about is the learning or being able to learn financial independence. That I think is the first reason why it's important for you to have a side hustle. What I mean by that is it allows you to have your own independence where you're not relying on others. Because think about it, when you are actually creating income for yourself or trying to get money or whatever you want to call it, whatever expression you got for it, a lot of times what you want to do is, or what you're told to do more so is you either should go and get a job or you should go borrow from somebody. That's pretty much everybody's go-to when they don't have money. And then I guess some people like take out loans or credit cards or whatever, but I mean, that's all credit dependent and there's other things that go with that. But you get my point. There's limited ways, or you think there's limited ways that you can actually get your money. What your side hustle does is it opens up that idea that there are other ways, because your side hustle is essentially another source of income for yourself. But what it is it kind of opens the door to say, hey, like, I'm being financially independent by making my opportunities or going out and getting a different opportunity that's unorthodox. Unorthodox being, just things that people don't even think about conventionally, which is other than just going out and getting a job or just going and then borrowing from somebody or saying, hey, can I have $100 here, $100 there? And I mean, like, really, at the end of the day, you don't really want that. I mean, think about it. And I've had this question asked to me before, and I mean, I'm pretty sure the answer is obvious to everybody else here. But how does it make you feel when you have to go to somebody and you have to ask them for money? Most of you are probably saying not too good, because you feel tied. You feel like, oh, well, I owe this person money, and a lot of times, like, you feel like, oh, well, I'm indebted to this person. This person can kind of hold it over my head. So, no, I think that you all should establish independence. The other thing that it does for you is it allows you to be in control of your money as best as possible. What I mean by that is, let's take it from a comparison of if you were to get a job. If you're to get a job, they tell you once you get hired what your hours are, they tell you what your pay is, and that they tell you how that whole system works and what's coming out of it, benefits and things like that, depending on what, of course, type of job you have, because every job is different. Every job offers different things. It really kind of just depends. Anyway, my point is that let's just focus on the money thing here. They tell you exactly how much you in your position is worth. So, I mean, like, you could be in, just give you an example, Detroit, Michigan, and getting a job as I'm trying to think of something, maybe like a clerk, or like somebody who's a secretary, and they could say, I'm just going to pay you $12 an hour. But then you could go somewhere else, and they could just tell you this, they could have the exact same position with the exact same roles and say $15 an hour. My point is not to get into the logistics of everybody changes it, but basically what I'm saying is an individual job decides what your worth is for that position. And by you saying, yes, I will take the job, you are accepting that this is going to be okay for you. And what a lot of people get caught up in is, oh, I'm mad because I'm not really getting paid enough, and this is just not right, and this and that. And the thing about it is that what a side hustle allows you to do is, oh, my phone is going off like crazy. Anyway, so what a side hustle allows you to do is it allows you to decide, like, how much you're going to make, how much you want to make, based off of some of the services that you can provide, another person. So that's essentially what it kind of does for you. But what you want to be able to do, like I said, is be in control of your money. So allowing you to do that, kind of like, there's no cap really. Like, as long as, like, you're side hustling and you're doing it as much as you want to and all that, I mean, like, your possibilities could potentially be endless. It just depends on what your hustle is. But I just want to cover the fact that, when you're in your job, you're basically told how much you're going to make. When you're doing a side hustle, you are creating essentially your potential on what you're going to make, depending on what you do and what the service is and all that, and you're deciding for yourself like what it is that you're going to generate. Second point. Now let's talk about innovation. The reason why like innovation is an important thing or important reason why you should have a side hustle is because you need to think about the idea that you can always create something new to make money. So essentially it makes your mind different, but a good different, a different where you're more so thinking about the new ways that you can generate income. So you're thinking about, oh, well, maybe I have a skill in art. Maybe I can start selling art. Or maybe I have a skill in calligraphy and I can just start doing calligraphy as a side business. So you start, your mind and your brain juices and everything like that gets flowing a little bit. So with that being said, you start thinking about all the things that that you could do that can make you some money. So you're innovating, meaning you have the idea and the creativity and the genuine generation of ideas that can help you out. And by just having a job and working for someone only, you're not allowing yourself to innovate. But the only thing that you could possibly be doing is providing your services to that job and not necessarily innovating anything for yourself or creating something new, which will be good for you. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3, discovery. So for discovery is kind of like understanding yourself. So what I mean by that is you learn really who you are by hustling and the hustles that you do. You learn what you like and you learn what you don't like, and you learn ways in which you can continue to improve, doing the things that make you happy. So for example, like you could be working this job. Let's say you're a janitor and you hate being a janitor. You could come up and like in your spare time, you could go up and you could like when you're home, you could, I guess, decide you're going to draw or something like that. Then you make it into a side hustle, and then you start drawing and selling artwork to people and all that. And then maybe you find out you don't like it, and then so maybe instead you're like, instead of doing that, maybe I'll draw like storybooks or something like that, draw the characters on storybooks or whatever. And then you find out you like it. So it helps you to learn things. Like, I guess my example is to show you that you can learn a lot of things about yourself. So you can learn how certain ideas are going to be more, or things that you're more so going to want to do. And then you learn a lot about what you want to do with your time and what you want to do with your money. And then it allows you, again, to get those like brain juices flowing. You find out what it is that you are and are not willing to do to make money or to just create a passion. And ultimately, you even create passions for yourself. So that's kind of what it comes down to. So discovery is important, learning yourself, learning your financial self, learning yourself on a personal wealth level. So there it is. As far as reason number 4, we're going to talk about having a backup plan. So again, I keep using the job example because it's the best way to pretty much describe why you need a side hustle on the basis of something that everybody can relate to. So as far as a backup plan, again, there's jobs out there, and a lot of times you can get fired or just not be in the job for whatever reason, or you may quit because you don't like it, or whatever the case is. The bottom line is that a lot of jobs can be very fickle. A lot of jobs can be super fickle, and it's just not smart nowadays, especially with the type of economy we have, especially with inflation increasing things so much, especially with just everything already costing so much, and then how little you're given as far as a compensation. It's just important now to just have something on the side in case something happens. You're gonna need something to fall back on during those hard times, and you're gonna need something that maybe you can increase into and create into your own business, or something of that nature. But you need a side hustle so you can make some type of establishment of a new way to create income for yourself. And that's just the bottom line. It's just, I think nowadays it's not smart to not have a side hustle. And I get it. A lot of people don't even know about the idea of having a side hustle, especially young people. I feel like a lot of young people, they come out of college and then it's oh well, you went to, your parents are telling them, and other people and other older adults are basically telling them, hey, you went to school, you're getting a degree, you're getting a job in your profession, and then after that, everything is going to be okay. But what they're failing to tell you is that the world that they lived in and the world that you are living in are different. And they're different in a way that, again, inflation is making everything cost so much, and the compensation is not rising enough to deal with the situation that you are being put in. With that being said, it is very important for you to have a side hustle. And it is very important to have something to fall back on when you can't depend on, one, the people who don't understand your situation, and two, to be able to, again, like, go off of those other points that I made, like, be able to say, hey, like, I can have this side hustle, maybe I can create another one, in the meantime, while I'm trying to find a job or find a way to, have like a job, so I can have this backup plan or whatever it is. My point is that you need something that's going to kind of cover you a little bit, because you just never know what happens. Now, let's talk about the next point, number 5. So for number 5, maybe you just need a boost. And what I mean by you need a boost is maybe you need just a little bit of extra money for yourself. Maybe you are working from check to check every month, pretty much, and you get paid biweekly, and your check just goes like that, like it just out. Maybe you need to have a little bit of money on the side so you can put money towards your goals, or put more money towards investing, or put more money that you want towards maybe some type of skill, or maybe some type of like workshop that you want to do that can kind of help you out. Because and I say all this stuff because I'm thinking about the idea of talking to you as hustlers. I'm not thinking about the idea of, oh, let me just go buy a car, let me go buy some nice clothes and all that. That stuff is not really important to a hustler. It sure is, heck, is not important to me. And it shouldn't be important to you if you're a hustler. Like, you're probably thinking about innovating. Again, back to point number 2. You're thinking about just everything that can, help you grow more income. So again, investing, saving, workshops for things that you may want to make a business, making a business. You just never know. You may need some extra cash, or maybe what it is that you can't pay your bills, and that you need a little bit of extra income to kind of push you over in case something happens, because you're still on your journey to figure out where you are going financially. That could be it. But either way, a side hustle and implementing a side hustle can give you those means to be able to have that time to I guess, like, have a little extra boost, like, in your income. So what else we got here? Accountability. So number 6 is important, because accountability is everything is it's up to you to be able to figure out and understand financially. So it makes you more aware of all of your responsibilities and staying organized and staying on top of your side hustle and all that. Whereas you go to your job, the only responsibility that you know is get to the job on time, do everything they say in the job, go home. That's it. But this makes you so responsible in a way that it allows you to literally control your future in every way that you can in this world of your money and your life being controlled. So what accountability does is it allows you to take responsibility financially, so you understand where all your money is coming from, how much you're making, how much you're going to owe in taxes, all of your write-offs and things like that. So that's accountability for you, just taking responsibility for yourself financially, personally, and on a business level, so you can be a better hustler and ultimately become a better businessman or woman. Okay. So let's move on to the last one. So number 7, and I have this one here because it kind of is a spill off of number 6, but this one is called tax awareness. So the reason why I say tax awareness is important, again, is because you want to know, like, all the money that you're making, how much your taxes you're going to have to pay at the end of the year, because as a either independent contractor or business owner or whatever it is, you're no longer doing what you would be doing as an employee. As an employee, you tend to have money come back to you because taxes are being taken out of your check, and then you get it back, like, you know, in that February, March, that little area. You know what I'm talking about. Uh, so what I mean by tax awareness is just knowing the deductions, knowing like all the losses that you take. So just to give you an example, let's say that you start a business, or you have a hustle. Trying to think of a good example. Maybe you're truck driving or whatever it is, and then like what I mean by truck driving is like you have like a moving company, and let's say that some of the stuff that you like took loss wise is like the maybe like some equipment to move like your actual truck, and then like the mileage, the gas that you put into your vehicle, the you know your truck, in order to get to and from whatever destination that you're going. Like, let's say you have your own business, those are going to be losses. So, you know, you can usually write off at the end of the year stuff like if you had like your truck that you had purchased, and then you have your like gas that you purchased. I mean, there's going to be other stuff, but that's the best one I could come up with, just to kind of show you the things that you are paying out of pocket for initially, and then you're doing that to be able to make money while you're side hustling essentially. Anyways, like, it just makes you aware of those things, and it makes you a more organized person, and it makes you a better businessman slash woman. That's just what it is. But anyways, like, the message that I just wanted to convey to you guys is that having a side hustle is important nowadays with the economy, and then just becoming a better business person, and again, just understanding yourself on a level of what are your passions, what are your goals, what are the things that you do and do not like to do. You know, instead of just sitting here and just believing, hey, my job is going to get me everywhere I want to go, and then I'm going to create my fulfillment around something else, something someone else built. And I want you all to get out of that mindset, because I totally am out of that mindset. I couldn't be further from that mindset. You guys just don't understand. But anyways, don't let me sit here and ramble too much. I just wanted to kind of just convey to you guys why side hustle is important. So if you like this video, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. My channel is The Hustler's Perspective. If you want to see more information and you want to read for yourself some of the information that I talk about here, then follow, or actually go to and subscribe at thehustlersjackpot.com. On Instagram, I am at The Hustlers Jackpot. That's where you can find me. You can find me talking about my blog, posting motivational quotes, and then talking about my videos as well too. If you want to find me on Facebook, again, you can go to the page The Hustlers Jackpot. That way you can get the latest and greatest updates on everything that's going on here. And then if you want to follow my personal page on Instagram to see, you know, other updates that may be happening or something that's going on, then you can follow me at Cool Colas, COOLCOLAS, and we can just go from there. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a great Monday once again, and I will talk to you all later. See you.